like in the illustration you're giving of the triangle, what if one person is really making the effort, but the other spouse is not? And how do you encourage the one who's really making the effort to grow spiritually to persevere and to keep on loving a difficult spouse? Um, could any of you guys speak to that?
Pastor Paulo. Ayan.
Yes.
So si balance, bro. Balance. This is for Pastor Paulo.
Madali lang yung sagot dyan. Alam ni Jen. Sige, kwento mo.
Look at him. Yeah, actually, again, no, I would agree with Pastor Mar. It's hard to answer questions like these, and in a setting where you don't really know the context, the full context of the problem, and we don't want to be misquoted, right? But first advice is please seek help. Don't feel condemned or judged, or don't feel shame that you have a problem in your marriage, because every family, every marriage has a problem. I'm telling you, these four couples that you see online, we have our own share of problems. So please don't hesitate to find help, because it's help will be given better if it's really on a one-on-one intimate relationship. But in terms of the question of joy, where one is doing her part and the other isn't, it's hard. It's difficult. But the hard truth is, and this might be a hard pill to swallow, marriage wasn't intended for our happiness. This is easier said than done, I'm telling you. And I've had to preach this over and over to myself in the last year. No, not that much. It's not intended for your happiness, but God put you in that person's life so that you can demonstrate God's unconditional love to that person. And so the question is, if you're not happy there, if you feel that your husband is not being a blessing to you, do you cease to be a blessing to him? Is that what your marriage is all about? And again, mas madaling sabihin to eh. When you're in that situation, it's really hard. And that's why you cannot draw enough strength just from yourself. Definitely you need God, you need others to journey with you. Kaya please seek help. Don't hesitate. You won't be judged. You won't be condemned. There's always someone there who's willing to help you and journey with you.
I think what the enemy will try to do is to make you feel you're the only one going through what you're going through, which will cause you to feel isolated and end up isolating yourself. Um, the wolf will always attack the one that's all alone, and not the whole pack, not the whole flock. And so I think I want to underscore what Jen said, because there are those who have been going through it, and again, the shame maybe, or the embarrassment, dapat siguro malakas na kami, people know we're Christians and we're following Jesus. I think it's important to understand that we all have our different journeys, and in fact, we have all of our shaping influences growing up, and because of that, they play a part in who we are today. And like even for me, growing up without a father, I had no clue what it meant to be a husband and a dad. And so I had a lot of bloopers, and I had a lot of misgivings, and Jen had, I guess what we learned and what we were taught is always kumbaga, enlist a couple of couples who you can agree with and call when time is when things are getting tough, para you have people that you can agree with. In fact, a couple of years ago, we just had to sit down with Joey and Marie Bonifacio, and we had to sort things out because we ourselves were going through something. And so, syempre, the last thing you want to do is open yourself up and say, it feels like, oh, dapat ganito na. Well, not really. We all go through something, and so we just need to call somebody for help.
Can I add, sorry, one last thing? If you're one of those couples who are in a difficult place right now, I want to encourage you not to lose hope. There's always hope for your marriage. In fact, ako, I've been rebuked so many times. Kasi, di ba, we counsel couples. Nakakahiya. This is a confession to all of you guys. There were several couples that I myself have given up on. It's like, wala na pag-asa yan, di ba? Ang tagal na natin kinakausap, di ba? We've told them everything we know. And I've settled. I've resigned in my heart now. Wala na. But you know what? To my surprise, and it was God's rebuke to me, if you look at their marriages now, they're thriving.
Yeah.
They're happy. They're serving God in the ministry.
Yeah.
So talagang, God rebuked me, Jen, who are you to say, diba? Who are you to put an end to their marriage? I'm the God who can work miracles in these marriages. So I just want to
Yeah.
encourage you guys, don't lose hope. There's always hope. It might take a while. It might take a process. But I really can attest to these many couples that we personally walked with and journeyed with. God can turn things around for you.
Thank you. You know, I'm hearing two very important things here. First is the importance of really having a network of people that you're connected to, like a discipleship relationship, people that you're
That's
accountable
what this
to.